50 minutes and we'll start with the session. Uh, this is the to safeguard ourselves. Put a disclaimer that whatever we are going to discuss, so whatever, don't use it or misuse it for anything. Going further, in 1992, this movie has came. Sneakers. Anyone know about it? This was the first movie actually showed that what is hacking is. And they said that it is going to be the data is going to be important, and everyone, like the cyber wall will be for data, and everyone said that this is a fantasy, it's not going to happen in coming years, and in 10 years you can see what exactly is happening. So it's going to be data cyber war which we can see in coming years, और ये last 10 years में जो हुआ है, we'll see further. जो you can say that I don't know whether you can imagine that, but I'll show you the real life cases. Before going that, I just wanted to tell you what cyber crimes are. It was the word cyberspace. This was earlier known as computers. Now it's cyberspace, because in cyberspace everything comes. Even in IT Act also they have replaced this word from computers to cyberspace. Any illegal activity or unlawful activity conducted using cyberspace as a tool or a target. These are the real life cases. You can imagine. Can you say like microwave oven can be used for a cybercrime? I lost the mail section in this room क्योंकि आजकल खाना वैसे ही हस्बैंड बनाते हैं. Any idea? At least. You can bug the firmware. And there are two cases which we had seen. It was very peculiar case. One was in Mumbai. It was during 2002-2003 when during Diwali or ऐसे सेशन में एक नए electronic gadgets इंडिया में आते रहते हैं. So what happened? They have introduced the microwave oven where you can define your recipe with external memory. So the lady was actually suspected for stealing the confidential data and selling to the competitors. When the raid was happened, no storage devices, no mobile phone, nothing. So where is the data? So in the raw format of recipe, she has coded the recipe over there. Like at the end of the, like we have to scrutinize each and every electronic device, and we found that there are some recipes defined over there. They called the chef from Taj Hotel, and it has gone through all the recipes. They found 2 recipes are like their result is not something to eat. And in custody, she has confessed that okay, this is something different. You can imagine. And second was the Bangalore case where it was for divorce case, and couple like going through the divorce. So husband was going to get some benefit. So wife was supposed to get some benefit. So husband thought to eliminate her. What he did, their smart home, like everything is controlled by internet. So he kept the Coca-Cola can in the microwave oven. And when she came in kitchen, he switched on the microwave oven. The fault he did, that the mistake he did it from his own computer sitting at the office. Like he can show that I was at office, how I can do that? But he made the mistake that IP can be traced. Pen drive, how many students are there? Great. ये बड़ा मजेदार केस है. It happened in CCD Chandigarh. I think CCD everybody knows. फर्स्ट चैप्टर नहीं पता होगा लेकिन CCD पता है. CCD में क्या हुआ that bunch of boys were sitting over there. One pretty lady comes in and smiles at them, had a coffee, and she like went out of the CCD. उसने पेन ड्राइव छोड़ दी टेबल पे. What happened after that? Boys obviously picked up, but हमें वेटर से पता लगा that उसके पहले भी एक इंसिडेंट ये हुआ, वो आपस में झगड़ने लग गए कि that lady was actually looking at me and she left the pen drive for me. Then they compromised, okay, yeah, let's go together and see what is in pen drive. गलती ये हो गई that used it in their college, and in 16 to 17 minutes it was carrying the worms. All the network was jammed. They were caught on a runtime, and उनका academic record इतना बढ़िया था कि that in 6 years they have reached to third year, and like the principal says that ये आप लोगों ने जानबूझ के किया है. Even they cannot say that we have stole this from CCT. So see, out of the curiosity, what happened, the end result is they got suspended. साल भी बर्बाद हुआ, and सिर्फ एक पेन ड्राइव के लिए. So if you get any pen drive in any parking lot or anywhere, just don't look, because this happened with one of the very leading name. I cannot take the in public, and he is a very leading name in financial institutions. उनके बेटे को पेन ड्राइव मिल गई पार्किंग लॉट में, उसने उठा ली, डैड को ये बताया कि दैट आई परचेज्ड इट, यू कैन यूज इट, एंड दैट इज लाइक उन्होंने यूज की है. All the information was going out, the credit card, all those whatever the financial transactions were happening on the laptop. And after the reverse tracing, we got to know that this happened because of that pen drive. Anyways, going further, hard pacer hacking, University of Sudan, they have actually banned this now. Hard pacer, like you can hack anyone's hard pacer in the 750 meters area. I'm not sure what the 750, but some meters area, and you can imagine the way of controlling anyone's heartbeat. Then running car hacking, University of California, they have shown in the Black Hat conference in Bangalore. And why the car can be hacked? Why not 10 years back? Because of the software, because of the computers which are started more in integrating in the cars. They had shown actually two ways, by GPS, and another is by giving the malware in the CD or DVD. And if you have a CD or DVD player, just run that and malware will be installed. And from there it has moved, unlocked the computer, your stereo system, and moved to different areas of the car. These are the common trends. You all know: financial fraud, phishing, digital reputation, cyber bullying, cyber defamations will move. Mobile threats is a big time issue in 2014 and in coming, because every day new device comes. Every day. Mobile phones, why I'm saying, because you guys are from technical, and the papers which when we are seeing that the big companies were investing in the technical, you can say, the new technologies. So these are the technology which I'll be telling you where investors are really ready to put money on these technologies. Mobile forensics is a very big headache, very big headache. Cloud forensics and big data, because the data is increasing daily. So much of the data, how much time you will take to analyze and index the data to find the evidence? Anyone of you heard about SAP HANA? If you want, you can write it down. SAP HANA. SAP HANAs are even doing the free technical workshops for students and universities. They are not going to charge anything. SAP HANA is the next big data thing which is going to be penetrated in the market. Yeah, they are providing 64 gig RAM of their own and 64 gig RAM of the Amazon cloud. You can imagine the 128 gig RAM, how fast it can analyze the data. अभी तक तो हम BYOD से ही लड़ रहे थे. Now it has BYOC as the came in scenario. BYOD is the concept which started in the companies during the recession, that you bring your own device. We won't be providing you laptop or computers. You bring your own laptop or computers and you can work it on. Now BYOD has become an issue. Now the most recent is the bring your own cloud. Dropbox can be used with the mobile phone. And during investigation, we found 70% of the data breaches are from the insider threat. Employees are doing that. So it's difficult if you see any solution for these things, it's going to really boom in the coming market. Smart devices. 26 December 2013 to 6 Jan 2014. This is the official news on internet. You can find it out. They have spread 100 million emails with malware affected, and they got hold of 1 million smart homes devices, out of which first time they are able to hack the refrigerators also. Remotely you can control the refrigerator. How? Any idea? Smart TVs, even it is the Panasonic and Sony, and they have the big headache of this. Their IP based TVs are getting hacked. You can imagine that anyone is controlling your home remotely. So this is a very big headache in the coming days. And this was the reason that refrigerator got hacked. You ever heard of IoT? Internet of Things? Just search on Google Internet of Things. Internet of Things is going to create a huge job opportunities for cybersecurity, because you cannot stop Internet of Things, and because of Internet of Things, cybersecurity loopholes will crop up, and it will create the job employability for cybersecurity professionals. And example, this was started with Kevin Ashton. He's known as father of Internet of Things. He started in 2009. It came with the tagging of every. Any idea what is Internet of Things, or should I explain in two sentences? Internet of Things is that uniquely giving an identification to every object to make the virtual representation on internet-like structure. कुछ समझ में आया? कहने का मतलब ये है that every device like this slider is also being given one identification like MAC addresses or IP addresses. So apart from going that, like QR codes, your digital water marking, then RFIDs. So these were the unique identifiers. Now they are came up with the new chip, which is known as going to connect to the internet-like structure, and उसके reason से refrigerator was able to hack. UIDs is going to be in like if it is being used with proper. I cannot say anything on the public conferences. And any questions till now? I know that वो तो कभी नहीं होते हैं, because when I used to be there, I know, and especially at my college, I always used to be the last backbencher. और मेरे हाथ हमेशा खड़े होते थे. I make sure that कि ये workshop खराब हो जाए, ऐसे क्वेश्चन पूछने थे. And till when I came to 4th year in engineering, HOD and principal was used to see Sodhi, make sure he doesn't sit in this workshop. And you know what the फायदा क्या मिलता था? This is हमारी ना प्रेजेंट मार्क होती थी, अटेंडेंस. तो वो कहते थे कि आप बाहर बैठी, हम आपको डबल प्रेजेंट देंगे. That was, I made them do that for favor to me. Anyways, if you have, sorry, sorry. I'll tell you the last thing. There was a Kendriya Vidyalaya regional Sangathan. They had conducted a session and they called me up in Chandigarh. When I was giving, and the chairperson, the guest was my teacher in Kendriya Vidyalaya Nagpur, and I was amazed. She recognized me after so many years. She was my teacher in '97, and she recognized me 3 years back. And when she came to DICE to speak, very first thing she said, "Now I can correlate Ravdeep with cyber crimes." And he used to be very naughty and this. I was like, "Ma'am, you're praising me, or like at least यहाँ तो नहीं." And you know, 5,000 students, teachers, faculties, and she was like, "Now I can correlate cyber crimes and Ravdeep Sodhi." Anyways, if you have any questions later on, this is my contact details. Yeah, I'm glad you have a question. Do you want? Yeah, you're audible.
These days we are exposed to all these whatever you actually said: pen drive, microwave oven, smartphones, cars, smart stereo players, and whatever. As a layman, actually, I don't understand the technicalities of the things. But how can we actually make aware ourselves how to avoid the risk of threat, matlab hacking or whatever the risk we are actually exposed to?
Okay, I'll tell you how we are trying to do this. हमने क्या किया कि that we are subscribed to some of the latest news forums or some of the things which I can share later on, which actually like incident happened and the news is there. So we got to know like at least we got to know that this is because even we doesn't have time to upgrade ourselves every day, but we got to know that these are the new things which new threats which are coming. And second thing. At least try to use the licensed softwares, and I know licensed operating systems, licensed softwares like antivirus, anti-spywares, even some many freewares are there which are very good. If like the student which we are mentoring for papers, we make sure make them tell that use TrueCrypt to safeguard your papers. TrueCrypt is a freeware software and it's very powerful for encryption.
And what about the WhatsApp like applications like
WhatsApp,
because these are the now we have actually become used to of all this.
I'll tell you, this is my phone. ये बाबा आदम के जमाने का है, because we are so scared in this field that I make sure either this or iPhone, Android devices, and why I'm saying devices when devices are so vulnerable. WhatsApp WhatsApp was an issue earlier in communication because man in the middle attack was possible, but in recent patch they have covered that thing. But I'll still say that it's a necessity now. It's a necessity, but make sure that mobile phones don't sell it. Tell it again and again in conferences. Don't sell your mobile phone. Don't sell your laptops. Keep it with you or keep in your family. Don't sell it because कई cases ऐसे आए हैं जो गलत हाथों में गए हैं and they have recovered many things and they started extortion and extorting money and blackmailing in a lot of things. 7 cases I personally handled in this. So never ever resell your phone or your laptops until unless you know how to data wipe. Data wipe पता है? If you can do the data wipe, then do it, or else best is not to sell it. Anything else? Thank you. I should say thank you. You asked question.
So I thank Ravdeep for a wonderful talk. We have next presenter. We have tabled on a case study of integration of IT with business objectives by Professor Sanjeev, role and Techno, and Professor Sanjeev is going to present. Maybe you may take 10 to 15 minutes and then we can have questions. इधर आ जाओ। इधर आओ ना, इधर रवि इधर आओ।
अच्छा 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 ठीक ठीक. Okay, good morning everybody. Yeah, I am Sanjeev Saxena. I am working as an associate professor in GIMS Sector 5, Roni. Right, and today I'll be discussing a case study on integration of IT with business objectives. This is the case study which I have prepared on the basis of my corporate experience, right, which was about 15 years in IT industry, and I'll be taking up how we can integrate IT with the business objectives of an organization. We start off with the background of the study. Like today's highly competitive world requires judicious balance amongst and between the contributory forces, right, amongst and between, such as highly demanding customers. We have customers whose demands are very varied, breaking down of geographical boundaries due to injection of information technology with the tools like internet, Facebook and other social media, website and other tools. Right, these are the contributory forces which are putting so much pressure on the organizations to meet and integrate how IT would be enabling them to sustain this in this tough time. The extreme pressure to deliver products and services with ever shrinking profit margins, because there is too much competition, profit margins are shrinking. In order to meet the requirements posed by these contributing forces as well as to meet business, the use of information technology becomes imperative, due to the fact that every core business process works extremely when it is integrated with IT. That means whenever there is an integration with IT, then all these forces work very well and they enable an organization to survive in the toughest of the environment which we are facing nowadays. In fact, a business unit cannot survive without integrating, and it cannot achieve the business objectives which the organization has set for. With this background of the case study, coupled with industry experience of one of the authors, that is myself, the case study begins to roll out covering the integration aspects of IT with business objectives. So first it starts with the setting of what the actual scenario is and how IT is going to integrate and achieve those business goals. In order to proceed with the coverage, the case study covers one of the core HR processes of every business unit. Right, so there is a deliberately that I have chosen one of the core HR processes. The reason being that everyone is affected by HR process. That means whenever person works in an organization, HR is a core component, and every HR component has several processes, or in other words, when it becomes easier to understand the concepts as implemented in practical scenarios. So this is a complete case study which is based on practical aspects of IT, right? The case study is focused on a multinational organization having several business units across the globe, right? The multinational organization into several verticals such as manufacturing and assembling of computer parts, manufacturing and assembling of various telecom equipments, purchase, procurement and assembling of automobile spare parts. Organization has its own division, own IT division, which was being used to prepare M.P.S reports and other odd jobs. There is a deliberately I have chosen this case study based on several different verticals in which the organization is operating, right? And there is an IT department which is just used for preparing M.I.S. That means there is only some of the basic component like preparation of M.I.S. reports, doing odd jobs and other things for which the full power of IT was not being utilized to achieve the business objectives. Thus, it is a multifaceted, multidisciplinary organization. Some of the concerns or issues of the management, then it covers what exactly the management is looking into the aspects of the business. So, some of the management has fairly good idea of operational performance of all the division, that is the assembling unit, the telecom equipment and other things. Yet they want to bring in more transparency into the system, meaning that there is something more that they are looking at so as to attain the business object. That means they are not satisfied what they are getting it, they want something more, and how IT can be helpful in utilizing to achieve that something more. The current system fails to provide the information in timely manner, resulting in a significant loss to the organization, thereby delaying the achievement of business objectives, right? So they are not able to extract what is going on, they are not getting the transparency in operation, hence they are unable to achieve the business objectives. Current systems fails to provide information of each and every offices or units across the globe. Right? It's not only that they are focusing on one aspect, say Indian operation, other thing. They want the transparency in every unit and all. The business unit is able to extract operational info, but certain facets of vital information is unavailable. That means they are able to get something, but then there is something more of particular. For example, unit fails to get the information about the unit in Germany regarding the quality test done on the assembled component. They want to have information what are the quality tests, what other things have been conducted on the unit or the quality test which on the Germany unit, right? Management is proposing to go in for diversification and expansion of business, particularly in Latin American countries and in some parts of Europe. Currently, the information about the market potential is unavailable, which delays the process of. So they want to expand their business operations, but then for expanding the business operations, they want more information regarding what is the market scenario and other things, and thereby their business objective is not met. The organization wants to develop and motivate the workforce by deputing them for a short-term assignments in different offices across the globe, right? The current system is unable to identify the star performers. Whatever information is available, it is biased or is unsuitable for intended purpose, right? That means they want to bring on more exposure to the staff members, but then they are not getting the information who are the star performers, who